What's good, YouTube? We off in these YouTube streets. Thought I'd do a pop-up live. People a chance to enter the building, if you will. Get my affairs in order. I should already have my affairs in order before I jump on live, but guess what? I did. Real Kenz is in the building. We live up in this joint. We live up in this joint. They say on the East Coast it's joint. J-A-W-N, joint. Everybody opportunity to enter the building. Only thing I ask is when you enter the building, hit the like button for me. You feel me? Hit that like button for kids one time. Helps the algorithm. Helps me to really get the channel out there to the masses. You feel me? And it only takes a couple seconds to do so. What's up, Terry? Terry Brown's in the building. Steelers fan. Congratulations to your Steelers. I see y'all did your thing again last night. Placed a friendly wager on the Steelers. Nothing too major. Just, something soft. Something friendly. You know what I mean? Yeah, Lonnie Day, what's going on? Cincinnati, 513's in the building. Shout out to the 513, Cincinnati, Ohio. Lonnie Day. Trying to get this. Trying to upload something. My partner, he's working on the intro for me. And he made the beat. So we haven't laid any lyrics or anything to it yet, but it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be heat. Just decided to do a little pop-up. What's been going on, Terry? Terry Brown, Arkansas, in the building. My 6th ever subscriber. 6th person to ever subscribe to the channel. What's going on with you? It's great to see you. I know it's gonna take a little minute for everybody enters the building. M-Town Hounds, North Dakota. Wow, it's the first time I see North Dakota's in the building. What's going on, North Dakota? I don't think I've ever seen anybody comment or I don't think I've ever seen anybody from North Dakota. North Dakota, South Dakota. How is it in North Dakota, man? Valid. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, you know what? I did it again. I forgot to get the enforcer in the house. The enforcer's gonna get the trolls out of here. What up, James? James McIlvain. What's going on with you? Evolution Gaming, is that how you pronounce it? Yo, what's good? What's going on with you? I hope I pronounced your name right. Let's see. Jason DeVille, can you please confirm wild men are the great race overall, please? Honest thoughts, please. We just doing shout-outs right now, just giving everybody opportunity to enter the building. Nobody really knew I was going live. I really can't answer that question, to be honest. I don't know. Terry Brown says, I'm alive and free. It's all good. Well, it's a good day in the Ville. Absolutely. Every day we wake up, man, above ground, man, and it's a beautiful thing. Violet says, I love the glasses. I appreciate it. I'm the only YouTuber that probably goes live at night with the glasses on. Hey, y'all hit that like button for me, though. If you don't mind, it takes, 0.2 seconds to hit the like button. We're trying to get to 100 likes tonight. Hector. What's that? It's Skittle. Says hello, how you doing? Drewski on meth. You get it in now until my enforcer gets here. I'm gonna get you weirdos out of here. I might have to take the glasses off. The writing is so little on the screen I can barely see. Hey, y'all tap that like button for me. There you go. Continue to hit the like button, man. It takes 0.2 seconds. Unless people sends out notifications that we live when y'all hit the like button, man. You know what I mean? Jason says, brother, I like you. If you ally with the whites, we'll make your life great. You help build America. It belongs to whites and blacks. Germany, what's good? Legendary. Germany's in the building. It always makes me feel good to see anybody in the building, but when I see different countries, it's like, wow, man, you reaching the masses. You reaching all type of people, you know? Shout out to Germany. What up, Mikey Parsons? What's good? Look like Drewski. Kane. What's good, Kane? Real man 1025. Mississippi's in the building. I got that right this time, right? I think I said Missouri last time. Pretty sure it's Mississippi. Oh, man. Joe Velasco. What's going on, Joe? Where you chiming in from? Y'all let me know where you chiming in from. Kayla Horvath. Tell me a little bit what you do about. Tell me a little about what you do on your channel. Basically, this is it started off as a prison content channel, and I still tell prison stories. But to be perfectly honest, there's only so many prison stories that you can truthfully tell. It's only so much stuff that happens in prison. Not knocking anybody, not hating on anybody, but, you know, it gets to the point to where you're going to have to start making up stories if you want to appease the people. So, you know, I tell prison stories, but I just tell regular, everyday stories that we all go through in life. That's the basis of the channel. The whole thing was to, when I initially started the channel, it was built to help keep the youth out of prison, man, in the early graves. So that's the basis of the channel. I'm from Kentucky. Bush Camp, stepson. Mr. Darkham 7700 was good. Memphis is in the building. Long live Dolph. You know what I mean? But yeah, we definitely gonna talk about some things tonight. Lynetta, Mr. 30 Minutes or Better. Texas is in the building. Lynetta's in the building. How you doing, Lynetta? Somebody asked me, do I want $10,000? Is that what it is? 100,000, 10,000? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. So that's what the super chat and the super thanks is for. So if you want to send me 10 bands, go right ahead. Y'all continue to hit the like button. I'm trying to get to 100 likes tonight, if you will. Helps the channel, helps send out notifications, let people know that we live. We're going to get into some questions, a little Q&A session. I'm not going to keep you long, but trying to give people an opportunity to enter the building. What up, Alex? Flip Faith, what's good? What's good? Joe, I like your hat and glasses. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Where is Miss Pat at? Miss Pat the Enforcer. Big boy, yeah. Yeah. Louisiana 504 is in the building. Bush Camp stepson. 504 is definitely in the building. North Carolina, shout out to North Carolina. Country Girl says hello. How you doing? Where you chiming in from? B Moore's in the building. Says CD 103, listening from Baltimore. You be getting me through my routes throughout the day. CDL driver. You know, a lot of times when I make my videos, I have the truck drivers and the medical supply drivers. Just I have everybody really in mind. But I understand how it is to be on the road, and you may be dozing off, or not necessarily dozing off, but you're tired. You don't feel like making that trip. You don't really feel like doing whatever you may be doing. So I try to make the longer videos for you all. So because it's very easy for me to jump on here and make a 10-minute video, 15-minute video, but I do it for the people because I understand that you're working them lines, you just don't feel like being there, but you got your earbuds in, or you're in your truck or your van or whatever the case may be. I can kind of help, get you through. And so for the next hour or so, you're not even thinking about work, hopefully. So, that's the reason for that. We got Iceland's in the building. What is going on? We got Iceland in the building. That's another first. How's the weather in Iceland? Shout out to Iceland. Your son is on the stream. Oh, man. Can I have a shout out? Yeah, where you from? Said love_fall. I love fall. Where you from? I definitely give you a shout out. I wasn't on vacation. Hey, y'all check my video out too. I uploaded a video earlier today. Y'all go check it out after the live. I uploaded a couple days ago, so y'all be sure to check it out. Absolutely, James. You know what I mean? All right, we're going to get into a clip. We'll give it a couple more minutes. Then we're going to, give everybody an opportunity to keep hitting that like button. It takes 0.2 seconds. Hit the like button. That allows everybody to know and alert that we are live. We're going to talk about Lil Durk. Y'all that are not familiar, Lil Durk is he's a rapper. And the feds just snatched him up. Murder for hire. Feds is snatching everybody up. We're going to definitely talk about that. The Trolls is out tonight. What's up, Rachel Smith? How you doing? I definitely appreciate the support. I be, responding to your comments. I see you. Where you from? I know you told me before. I don't remember off the top of my head where you from. But I'm mad though because I didn't let my moderators know that I was going live tonight. So a lot of these weirdos is in the building. You know what I mean? Casting Bolton. How you doing? Where you chiming in from? That's good, Lynetta. Lynetta say she's good. Smiley Rush, what's going on? Salute, man. I appreciate you chiming in with us. Yeah, we definitely gonna get to some basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like a Q&A. So if y'all got questions or what have you, I appreciate that. I didn't get to see who did it, but somebody sent me a super chat. I appreciate it. I haven't seen exactly who sent it yet. I got another one. I appreciate that. I definitely do. So many different comments. Hey, y'all continue to hit that like button for me. We trying to send the alerts out to everybody. Let them know Kenz is live. But since I went live last time, it's been a whole okay. M-Town Hounds, I appreciate that. Give us a story about someone getting sent to PC. Well, since you was the first one to send the super chat, super thanks, I'm not sure exactly which one it is. I'll give you a story about somebody being sent to PC because it happens all the time. You got in prison, you got what I like to call cardinal sins. And for y'all that don't know, if you've never been to prison, you probably won't have an idea what a cardinal sin is. See, a cardinal sin in prison is, for one thing, the first cardinal sin is being in a building and not hitting the like button, because it literally takes 2 seconds to hit the like button. So that's the first cardinal sin. But in prison, a cardinal sin is, okay, you really don't want to gamble. You definitely don't want to steal. You don't want to be a rat. You don't want to get caught messing with somebody's, boyfriend or significant other. To me, gambling is a cardinal sin. You're not supposed to be gambling in prison, but it's just a way that people actually pass their time. And I've seen times to where, man, you might start off gambling in the morning time and you going all the way at night until the yard closes. It's just a way to like kill your day. It's not the healthiest thing in the world to do, but nevertheless, a lot of gambling goes on. And I remember a particular time, I've seen this so many times though. Particular time, man, a dude, his money was good. His money was always good. And he went overboard. See, in prison, you gamble with commissary. So once your commissary is gone, you may go to the store, man. If you want to borrow $10, you got to pay 15, 16, 20 bucks back. Just depends on, what his rates are. And this particular individual, he was all borrowed out from the store, man. And he went to the guy that was housing the game. He said, hey, bro, let me get, X amount of dollars on credit. Well, they knew that his money was good. He went to the store. He went to the commissary every single week. So it was like, okay, cool. Gave him like $25. He lost that. Let me get another $25. They gave him another $25 because the whole object in prison is to keep the next person in debt so that money continues to roll in. He ended up going in debt like $250, man. All on the gambling table. Between the gambling table and the money that he had borrowed from the store person, he owed $250. About a week later, when the money was supposed to arrive, it didn't arrive. So he goes to hey, man, my money didn't come, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm good for it. I'm not trying to play you. I'm not trying to, run off with your money, anything like that. So the dude that was housing the game said, man, you owe I think he owed him like $250. Then he owed the store man as well, so it was more than $250. So he tells him, he says, I tell you what, man. If it's gonna be another week for me to wait on my money, on my bread at $250, it's got to be $350. Hey, man, you gonna tax me like that, man, at $350? So they negotiated $300. Just give me my $300 next week. Next week came, money still wasn't there. Now that $300 went to $400. We know that it's ultimately gonna go down if that money is not paid back. The individual that was waiting on the money, that owed all the money, his girl had gotten tired of him and she was gone. She was the one that was sending him all the money. She went on to the next person. So now he owes this tremendous debt and he can't pay it. He has no clue of how he's going to pay this money. Every time he goes back to dude, he keeps taxing him. So it got all the way up to like $500. Now at some point, dude is going to realize like, man, I'm not getting my money. Somebody's probably going to end up getting their wig split. Dude ends up checking in. He goes to PC. Goes to the hoe, man. I don't feel safe on this yard. He can't go to the administration and tell them that, hey, man, I owe all of this money because I was gambling, But they put him in PC. And ultimately, they transferred him off the yard to another prison yard. But oftentimes, that doesn't matter. Because even when you go to another prison yard, people seeing kites. Hey, man, dude down there on the yard. Yeah, he owes me, X amount of dollars, man. Y'all get him. I don't know what happened in that particular situation. But that's just a small example. And that's why they say never gamble in prison. Because you're depending on somebody else to send you money. Even if it's your own money, you're depending on that person. You can have $1 million out here on the streets, but you still need somebody to actually take the time to send you that money. It's not a good thing. Naptown. Okay, Rachel. I knew you told me last time. I'm sorry. I apologize. I definitely apologize. Diddy's accomplices are going to jail, 20 at least. Yeah. You know, this whole Diddy situation, just every day, y'all keep hitting that like button for me. I'm only 77 away. This whole Diddy situation is it's just the very beginning. Like, we don't really know what's all going to come out. A lot of times, you know, I'm not defending Diddy. I've been accused of defending Diddy, but I do think that it's unfair in certain aspects of it. Like, you going around here beating on women and things like that. Nah, you need to be locked up for that, you know. But this whole lawyer that put up an 800 number, and if you've had any interaction or if Diddy has done this to you, essentially is what it's saying, then call this 800 number. And within the first week, they had received like well over 3,000 calls. There's no telling how many calls now at this point it's been. And I know it's 130, 140, 150 lawsuits that have been filed against him. I definitely think that Diddy is probably not going to get out ever again. They're not going to let him out on bond. He can file all the motions that he wants to file. They're never going to let him out on bond because, to be perfectly honest, if Diddy got out on bond, I don't think that we would ever see Diddy again. I think that he would figure out a way to disappear. This is a Q&A session, so feel free to ask me whatever you want to ask me. Y'all hit that like button. I appreciate that, Kenz. I definitely do. Hey, it's a whole lot of, I think it's a whole lot of bots on here. And like I said, it's my fault. Somebody told me that I was capping because I had told a story about somebody going to a prison for child support. In Kentucky, I appreciate that. Y'all keeps hitting that like button for me. In Kentucky, in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, particularly in Lexington. I can't speak for other cities and towns or what have you, but I've seen it. They will definitely send you to prison for child support. Not only will they send you to prison, okay, flagrant non-child support carries 1 to 5 years just by itself. Now, flagrant non-support, who's Kenyan leg, your story is not interesting, well, get the hell on off here. Ain't nobody make you stay on here. So, if you get over $1,000 in the rear in child support, then they'll make it a felony, flagrant non-support. So, it was a dude, he was like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 behind. And they were offering him like 2 years. He was like, man, I'm not getting ready to take 2 years in prison for child support. Well, it was either take the 2 years in prison for child support, and if you go to trial, we're going to hit you with what's called a habitual offender. So if they hit you with the habitual offender, it would have been his 3rd felony, and they could have enhanced his sentence all the way up to 20 years, just on the enhancement alone. I don't know why this fool did this. He took these people to trial. The jury ended up giving him like a year or two. But then when they went to the second phase, which is the sentencing phase of the trial, and they see what your prior history was or what have you, they enhanced his sentence all the way to 15 years on child support. So they definitely can do you in over child support. Omar, what's up, Omar? Yeah, y'all definitely hit that like button, subscribe button. What's up, JVTV? What's going on, man? I forgot to get Miss Pat in the building, the enforcer, man, so get some of these trolls off here. I forgot, man. That was my own fault, so I'm just trying to cipher through the weirdos, the bots, whatever they are. Lane Cox, how you doing? Y'all feel free to ask me whatever you want to ask me. We're doing a Q&A. Skull 19, love the beard, man. Pause. But I appreciate it. Protector, what's good? Y'all make sure y'all continue to hit the like button. We trying to get to 100 likes. Omar says Diddy's not the first Diddy, and he's not the last. Yeah. I mean, did y'all see the dude from Abercrombie and Fitch? They've gotten him, or the former CEOs or whatever. Like the feds, it seemed like they just sitting back. And anybody that's, it's like they have an 800 number, even though they probably do when you think about it. But anybody who feels as though they've been wrong, and, you know, with the guys from Abercrombie and Fitch, basically they're accusing them of having kind of like a casting couch. You know, and it was primarily for men, that I understand anyway. I appreciate that. Y'all keep hitting the like button. So 66 more likes is all we need. So basically, you go and you want to be a model for them, or you want to, you know, work for them or what have you. They put you on the casting couch. Once you're on the casting couch, they make you do, they don't make you, but they promise you, okay, if you do these sexual acts, to say the least, then, you know, your career will take off. Now these guys, they're really, really years ago, 15, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. It's just now coming to the light. But there's no statute of limitation, man. And them feds, man. I feel sorry for anybody that's done something major like that. They coming for you. They definitely coming for you. I'm not sure how Diddy's going to do in prison, man. I would imagine that he will be okay. Detroit's in the building. What's good? Big Trip. Was that Big Trip? Yeah, Big Trip. What's going on? I think that Diddy in prison, man, he's going to pay his way. He's going to have to pay to stay. So once he hits that yard and he's with them gorillas, because see, Diddy's in the Fed, so there's no telling what yard he's going to hit, but he's going to be, there's no telling where he's going to be at. Diddy's going to have to pay to be on the yard. But he'll be good. He'll definitely be good, man. Checking in from Detroit. What up, though? Hey, Big Trip, do you fool with Trap Talk Blue? Are you familiar? That's my dude. Hey, that's funny. Zima says my credit score went down since watching my credit video. It's gonna go down, weirdo. Your credit's gonna go down before it goes up. Joseph, what's good? It's been a while. Definitely has. I really haven't been going live too much. I never really did go live that much. But I'm gonna start to definitely start to go live a little bit more. I see JVTV. They ain't got nothing else to do. Just imagine your life is so boring, unless it's a bot or something. Your life is so boring that you have to sit here and watch an individual go live and just troll. Papito Sanchez, do you rock with Bill Feasy? I have watched a couple of his videos. I've watched a couple of Bill Feasy's videos. I don't really get an opportunity to watch much, but I have seen a couple of his videos. And evidently, you know, he has over 100,000 subscribers. So shout out to Bill Feasy. So evidently, he's doing something right. You know what I mean? Hello from Egypt. Hey, y'all go check out my man JVTV, man. You know what I mean? Y'all go check him out. He got a nice channel over there. J-VTV. I see you, Jake. Yeah, man, it's what they do. See, last week, well, I want to say I went live maybe 3 weeks ago, and the enforcer, man, Pat, while she was getting them, she'll pop up. If I'm on here long enough, she'll pop up. And she was getting them all out of here. Real Man 1025. I'm trying to be a moderator. Dreams 392, what's good? Feel free to ask any questions y'all want to ask. What did you do for your birthday? Man, I went to work. I actually went to work on my birthday. And then the weekend I kind of partied, kind of turned up, maybe a little bit too much. But I definitely enjoyed myself. I appreciate all the birthday wishes. Y'all continue to hit that like button for me. Stranger Things Gang, new subscriber. I appreciate that. I definitely do. Y'all continue to hit that like button for me. It takes 0.2 seconds to hit the like button. Racist world we live in, yeah. Definitely is. What's that, Michael Olsen? How you doing? Seems like a new name to me. It don't really ring a bell to me. I appreciate you chiming in. The likes are going up. So what y'all think about this election? I really don't get into politics too much. Yeah, I know, Jason. Straight weirdos, man. The dedication is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I go live. And then y'all be sure to check out my video that I dropped earlier, a couple hours ago. I don't even remember what it's titled, but this is my latest video that I dropped. So y'all be sure to check that out. I didn't drop the last couple of days. My Dallas Cowboys, man. That's not the reason that I didn't drop, but typically like on Sundays, I'll do a video sometimes, just not every single Sunday. And these losses that Dallas just keeps taking, man, it's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Every time I say I'm not gonna be a fan no more, I'm still a fan. What's up, New Zealand? I've seen New Zealand in the building before. Elaine Cox says, I think he took, speaking of P. Diddy, I think he took Biggie, Pac, and Kim Porter. He's done. You know, I think that he's definitely on the Fed's radar for those cases. P. Diddy has so many problems right now. There's no possible way. First of all, he's not even going to beat the case that they have him in on. Yeah, I think he'll beat the sex trafficking. Y'all continue to hit the like button. 61 more likes. I think he'll, beat the sex trafficking. I think that he'll beat the RICO. But there's other charges. There's going to be a superseding indictment. And once that superseding indictment hits, which means there's more charges that they're going to hit him with. We don't know. It may be the Tupac. It may be the Biggie. We never know. People are talking. They got him exactly where they want him at right now. And if he even makes it through, being in the situation that he's in now, he's probably never going to see the streets again. If he does, he's probably going to be in the 70s. P. Diddy's already 55, or going to be 55, so I definitely agree, Elaine Cox. I don't know if they can prove it. It's been so long, but I think that they're definitely trying to. You still going on live? The dedication is amazing. Yeah, exactly. I need to start going live more and interacting with the people more. That's why I'm pretty much just doing a Q&A tonight. But yeah. First female president ever. It's a real possibility. It's a real possibility. Prison stories have done well on YouTube. Stephen M. Yeah, they do. They do. The thing about a prison story is, and this is just my opinion. I think it's like anything else though. Like, how many prison stories can you really tell? You got guys that go on here and tell prison stories like every day, 2 and 3 times a day sometimes. There's only so much stuff that happens in prison, I'm telling you. You'll have some moments and, okay, I can tell a story about this. So that's why like I told a story about why they took the chicken, why they stopped serving fried chicken in the Department of Corrections. So I told that story. First thing that someone said, oh man, Banky Pound took that story. Or you took that story from Banky Pound. He just told that story. I really don't watch Banky Pound. I'm not knocking Banky Pound. I just don't. I've watched a couple of his videos, but I don't really watch his stories. And I don't steal people's stories. It's just, you're in prison. There's only so many things that can happen. Prison is just usually one of those days, like when they have chicken days, like the chicken quarters, that's what they serve. It ends up being violent a lot of times because you got dudes in the kitchen, they trying to get their hustle on, so they stealing the chicken out of, the kitchen. And so when dudes are coming in the chow hall to get their food or whatever, you look up and the chicken's all gone. It never ends well. So they just stop serving it altogether. And somebody swore up and down, oh man, Banky Pound told that story. I'm sure that people have told stories that I've told too, similar stories. Y'all continue to hit that like button for me. Reggie Brown, what's good, bro? Jay Williams is home, real Kenz. I know. I seen his brief video that he did yesterday. I got the notification. Looked like he was on his way home from prison, but yeah, shout out to Jay Williams. I see that he made it out of the belly of the beast. I knew that he was coming. I didn't know if it was going to be before November the 1st, but I did know that it was going to be right around, he had told me right around November the 5th, 6th, or 7th, somewhere right around in there. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. Jay Williams is home. Salute. He's able to be home with his family, his kids. It's a beautiful thing. Linda Craig, we tell prison stories. How you doing? We tell prison stories, and really we tell everyday stories, to be honest. Everyday stories that people can relate to. What's up, Parlay? Parlay God, KJ. Yeah, I know. I know my Cowboys, man. I know. I don't even have anything to say about them. Other than we look absolutely pitiful. And what really, really gets me, Parlay, is that we had a chance to get Derrick Henry. He wanted to come to Dallas. And Jerry Jones passed on Derrick Henry and went and got Ezekiel Elliott. I rock with Ezekiel Elliott. I'm a fan. But Zeke could have been his backup. And look what he's doing in Baltimore. They just stupid is and stupid does, man. What's up, Daniel? Good evening. Man, you the best. Hope you have a good evening. I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate you chiming in. Scotland. What's good, Scotland? I appreciate you chiming in. Now, I never been to Germany. I never been out of the country. I heard the food in Germany. I think my mom went to Germany, and she said they cook the food kind of different, like don't cook the food all the way through. Any truth to that? JP, no mercy for Diddy. He had no mercy for his victims. He also crossed the border and did some crimes with the Mexican cartels. Salute Kenz. That's the first that I heard about the Mexican cartels. But there's no telling what Diddy was into. They trying to make Diddy into a serial killer. They trying to make Diddy out to be a pedophile. They trying to make him a sex offender. Like, I don't know. I don't believe all these allegations against him. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I mean? I don't believe every single allegation. I think a lot of it is true, but a lot of it is a money grab as well. Joseph Rapp, do you gamble sometimes anymore? That's a very good question, Joseph. I dibble and dabble, if you will, on the football games, primarily the football games. But as far as going to the casinos, no. I haven't been to a casino. I haven't been to the casino in a while. It's just not. It's just not worth it. I don't even want to get back into that lifestyle of trying to obtain fast money. Like I just know that money comes over time. So I bet on the game sometimes. Like I bet against my Dallas Cowboys Sunday. Believe it or not, I bet on the 49ers. They were 5.5-point favorites. So I bet on the 49ers. But it doesn't get out of hand. I'll bet, something small just to make it interesting. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. October the 25th. Mine was the 24th. JVTV, is Jay home that you know of? Yeah, he's home. He did a video. He did maybe like a 2-minute video. I got it yesterday. I want to say I got it yesterday. And he was letting everybody know that he's home. He's out. He was on his way to pick up his little boy from school. It was going to be a surprise. So I'm quite sure that he'll be dropping a video soon. I haven't reached out to him because I know how it is when you first get home. You're trying to get acclimated and, just get used to being home again. So I'm sure he'll reach out when the time is right. Somebody had asked me something about the casino. Oh, Joseph. Let me tell you what happened at the casino. So, it's called Hollywood Casino. Y'all can Google this. Y'all keep hitting that like button for me. Hollywood Casino. It's in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, because there's several different Hollywood casinos. I want to say this happened about 2 weeks ago. My partner sent me a link. You had a dude that was at the casino, and apparently he had lost a bunch of money. The casino's there to take your money, okay? I mean, I'm sure that you all already know this. They're not there for you to take their money. In fact, if you're an individual and you're going into the casino and you consistently winning large sums of money, they will not allow you back into their establishment. They have the option of doing that. So this individual, he had lost a bunch of money, and he had a hotel room that he had already booked prior to arriving at the casino. He leaves the casino and he goes to his room, and he has a confrontation with another individual that's at that hotel. They're going back and forth, arguing or what have you. And so the individual that was the aggressor in the confrontation, he pulls a knife out. He's chasing the other dude down the hallway. Cameras everywhere, people's in the hallway. He's chasing dude with a knife. Now check this out. The interesting part about it, he was naked. Pause, double pause, triple pause. He was naked. So you running down a casino hotel hallway, totally naked, with the knife, because you're upset. I don't know if he was drunk. I don't know, but I know that he was upset. And he's really trying to cause harm to this dude. Somehow he ends up with a gun. Now this is the part that I kind of didn't fully understand, because if he was naked, he had a knife, where did the gun come from? But he ends up with a gun. He goes up to the dude, man, and unalives him, man, right there at the casino hotel, man. See, these are the type of things that happen. Now, this story may be a little extreme, although it's the truth. But these are the type of things that happen as a result of going to the casino and losing all your money. I've been at the casino the same night to where a dude, I guess he just couldn't take it any longer. We're pulling into the casino. It's a whole bunch of fire trucks and police and ambulances, but they're always going to have a way. They're never going to block the entrance for you to get into the casino. And so as we're pulling in, we go inside or whatever. Y'all continue to hit that like button like Miss Rachel Smith says. So we continue to y'all let me know if y'all see Pat Watson in the building. She's the enforcer. Y'all let me know, because I know I'm way behind on my messages. And so on my comments rather. And so as we walk inside, we didn't really pay too much, attention. We were just thinking that it was probably just a fire or something. We didn't know. So we're at the blackjack table. And the dealer, after a while, she's like, did y'all hear about what happened? Like, what happened? Dude goes up to the top floor at the casino in the garage. You park in the garage, the parking garage. He goes up to the top floor and jumps off the top floor. And she said that this was an individual that she seen him up $40,000 or $50,000, and then he would lose it all, and then lose all the money that he came with. So what I'm gathering is he was just an individual that, he had lost everything that he had. He had no more tricks. He had no more, rabbits in his hat. Probably borrowed from everybody. Probably lost his home, cars, credit, trust, wife, kids. Gambling will take all of that away from you. Addiction, period, will take all of that stuff away from you. So that's why a lot of times, man, I don't really, I definitely don't go to no casinos whatsoever. Florida girl says, you look unsafe. I don't know what that means. So many different things that P. Diddy's done that we don't know of. It will be exposed. I'm sure it will be. They know a lot more than what we know. The feds. But yeah, Stephen M. says it's very sad. It is, man. It's very, very sad. Addiction is one of the worst things because you always feel as though you can fix the problem. And after you lost all your money and you just have that sense of, I don't know, emptiness. And it's like, you know what, man? I'm not getting high no more. Or I'm not gambling no more. Or I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And then next thing you know, you're doing the exact same thing all over again. Where's Diddy right now? He in jail in New York. Dreams 392. I did 2.5 years on Rikers Island, 18 months in juvenile. Got locked up when I was 16, came home at 21. I was just telling a story last week. I got a partner, man. He's from Spanish Harlem. And he ended up catching a case right out of high school. He was holding out. He was trying to go, I want to say he was trying to go to Syracuse, but he was supposed to go to St. John's. This was back when Syracuse and St. John's were, schools everybody wanted to go to, especially on the East Coast. So he ended up catching a case, and the case that he caught, it wasn't even his. But he couldn't tell on the individual because this individual was like a well-known individual in New York that's no longer with us. But I said that I wouldn't mention his name. But he's no longer with us. And so when he catches this case, he ends up having to go to Rikers Island for I think he said 42 days. And he said it was the worst experience that he's ever in his life went through. He told a story about how, when dudes come in, like you got your clothes on, some people got jewelry, you got your shoes. If you're an individual that people don't recognize, or you're not from there, or you're not from the streets or whatever, all that's being took. He told me a story about how 4 dudes ran in the cell. They had already told the cellie, hey man, get out of here. 4 dudes ran in the cell, man, and dude was in there, and they raped him. They raped him, man. You know what I'm saying? So he said he's seen that all the time on Rikers Island, man. But it's not just Rikers. It happens everywhere. That's what I try to tell these young people that think that everything's so cool and they got these switches and these Glocks and, they got their guns out here on the streets, but it's totally different when you go to jail, especially if the feds pick your case up. Because now you're not going to be in jail with your homeboys. Yeah, maybe the county. But once they send you to Oklahoma for processing and you end up way in Iowa somewhere or South Dakota or Maine, Massachusetts, you're not going to have no homeboys there. I'm telling you. I'm a changed man. That's a good thing, Dreams 392. Don't nobody want to be in and out of prison, man. Prison sucks, man. Absolutely sucks. It's violent, dangerous. You're away from your family, your girl, she's lonely, your wife or what have you. She's going to have to be very, very strong to stand by you. I see Jay Williams got out yesterday. Yeah, he did. He did. Congratulations to Jay Williams. Have you heard from Jay Williams? No, I didn't. I haven't heard from him yet. When you first come home, it's, you're trying to be with your family. You're getting used to being back, even though I think he did, 7 months, something like that. But I didn't reach out to him either, because he'll reach out when he's ready. I'm quite sure that I'll hear from him. What up, Ace? In the house like kitchen sinks, absolutely. What's good with you? JV TV, I see you, boy. What city are you in? I see you, JV. Robbery, 5 to 25 years out here in New York City. Wow. Get 5 to 25 on a robbery? Man, y'all make sure y'all check my story out. I did a video, so when y'all get off the live, or later on if you can't sleep, or tomorrow when you're driving, if you're at work or what have you, check my video out that I did today. It's about a robbery. It's about 4 young people, actually 5 young people, that thought that they had an easy lick. There's a young lady that dealt with this young man, with the guy, and she went back to her crew, her little clique that she had. Hey, man, I know dude, he got, he keeps a lot of cash, 50, 60,000 laying around. He don't have no guns. He don't deal with nothing like that. And they went in. And when they went in, they found out something totally, totally different. Y'all go check it out, though. Very, very interesting. So when you say that robbery carries 5 to 25 years in New York, I mean, think about that. 5 to 25 years? They can have it, man. JP said, Diddy touched me too, but I'll settle for 250,000. Hey, you know what? A lot of people, JP, I think are doing that. A lot of these people, I don't even think Diddy probably never even said anything to. But if you had the opportunity to be around him, hey, man, he did this to me too. I'm not saying everybody. Before you jump on my, before people jump on my case, are you protecting Diddy? Not protecting him, but you defending Diddy? No, I'm not. But I just don't believe that he did all of these things. Now you got kids coming out. Well, they're adults now. But when I was a kid, he did this. So people are really, really looking at him as a monster. But I'm going to tell you what, though. I'm going to tell you this. Florida girl, Miami. Florida girls out of Miami. Bill Stradamus. And you can't remember everything detail for detail. A lot of these dudes be capping. Yeah, and he's speaking of what I just touched on, as far as a lot of the YouTubers that, tell prison stories. It's like they know every single detail. Now, don't get me wrong, because I have to add to my stories just as well. Because, you want to make it intriguing. You want to make it interesting. But I'm not lying. I'm not making up anything. But to kind of stretch the story out, you might have to add a couple things in, But to just have a story every single day for 3, 4, 5 years straight, and you got 2 or 3 stories a day, I mean, come on, man. Come on. That's kind of amazing. As somebody that served over 11 years in the Department of Corrections, I only have so many stories to tell. Now I could easily start making up stories if I wanted to. I could easily start going on people's channels and seeing what their ideas were. But let me tell you why I don't do that. For one, it's just not my style to do that. For two, I got to walk these streets, man. Y'all hit that like button for me. It takes 2 seconds. Don't be a hater. Hit the like button. I got to walk these streets. So if I act as though I was this and I was that in prison and making it seem like I was, really running some things in prison, guess what? People on the streets, hold on, bro. I seen this video that you did. And you said you was doing this. I don't remember you doing all that. So now I got to deal with that in the streets, so I just keep my stories legit, and that's the best way to be. Just keep it real, man. What up, Pablo? Rochester. Is that how you pronounce that? Waiting on the Commanders. Hey, you know what? The Commanders probably will beat the Cowboys. They probably will. I'm not even going to sit here and act as though, is Pat Watson in the building? Is the enforcer in the building? I think she might be. Is Pat Watson in the building, you all? I think she might be. I see a message that has been deleted. Terry Brown, have you been in touch with Jay since he's been out? No, I haven't. I just feel like he'll reach out when he's, it's how it is. Well, it takes a little while to get acclimated, get back home. He's probably spending all his time with his kids and his loved ones, his wife and things of that nature. So I haven't reached out to him, but I'm quite sure he'll reach out, when he's ready. My dog, Jay Williams. Mr. QP45. What up? What up, Mr. QP45? Know what that means? An easy $250,000. Rachel Smith says, I'm her favorite. Thank you, Miss Smith. Is it Mrs. Smith or is it just Miss Smith? I appreciate it. I definitely do. Yeah, Pat Watson is lurking. The moderator is in the building. Kyle Hastings, who? Do you think he was great for what he accomplished? I can't believe little... I don't know exactly what you're asking me, Kyle. If you can retype it, I appreciate it. Stop Studios Productions. What's good? How you doing? Hey, y'all welcome. I'm sure that she's been here, but I seen it not long ago, and I appreciate it. It was a whole lot of trolls in the building tonight, Miss Pat. I appreciate you, though. Miss Pat is in the building. And make sure y'all hit that like button for me, though. How you doing, Miss Pat? Tell the world how you doing. See, y'all do realize that I'm quite sure you are aware of this. Like, after this goes off, it gets streamed, and then, a couple thousand people will probably see it. Cole Nash, you got any stories on the gunners? I knew a dude that used to gun in the pill line. For y'all that don't know, if you haven't been to prison, a gunner is somebody that basically, and I'm trying to think of a way to put this, because YouTube, man, they will flag your videos. Basically, a gunner, they'll sit by. Let's just say they're in their cell, right? And they'll wait for the nurse to come by, or a female correctional officer to walk by. And right when they know that the officer is going to walk by, they'll pull their action out, and they'll start to do whatever they do right there in front of the right there in front of the nurse. So I don't really have any stories about that. You have, unfortunately, I did see it. I didn't see it, but I was a trustee in the county jail, and we would serve all the inmates, their food, and then you got certain inmates that's locked in the cells. They're not allowed to come out of their cells. So you put the tray through the food flap, come back about 15 minutes, grab the trays or whatever. And that was this dude, man. He was just laying in his bed, and right when he knew that like I mentioned, when the nurse was coming through, because they got like a little cart and they go from cell to cell, he pulled the covers off of him and just went to town, man. And the nurse, she started laughing, but they're so used to seeing stuff like that. Like, you see some disgusting things in jail, man. And that's just one of them. Technically, you're not even supposed to walk with your hands in your pockets. That's a write-up. You can actually get a write-up for walking with your hands in your pocket in jail, man. Because they say that dudes, have access and playing with themselves. I don't know. I never really got that part of it, but it's definitely gunners in jail, man. Kenz, in the jail you was in, do the correctional officers make you fight on Friday nights? Nah, I've never seen that, man. I know in certain jails that does go on, but I haven't seen it. Never have seen that. I've seen officers that may turn their head, like hey man, I need to get it in with dude, man. He may turn his head, let y'all fight, but nah, I've never seen an actual organized thing where they fight. Certain NFL owners do not know what they're doing. I'm a Giants fan, so I feel your pain. Yeah, because these dudes are billionaires, man, and like Jerry Jones and them, they know something about football because they've been in the game for a while. But man, it's a football team to an NFL owner. It's like a toy to them. They're not really. Yeah, they make money or whatever, but it's a toy to them, man. These dudes need to really, really get out of the way, man. Yeah, a lot of people, man, when they go upstate, man, they go to the pen, they become Muslim. Not saying everybody does that. Not saying everybody. Y'all hit that like button for me. 52 likes away. But I have seen a lot of individuals that they turn Muslim when they go to prison, for protection. And sometimes, man, I don't want to come off the wrong way or whatever, but if you're in one of those like really, really aggressive prisons, like the USPs, the prisons to where it really, really goes down, like Big Sandy here in Kentucky, it's a USP prison, man. It was the most violent. They had a stretch in which it was the most violent prison in Kentucky, man. You're going to need some protection somehow, some way. You can't just walk the yard by yourself. You're going to need some protection, man. Now, we'll forget there was a dude named Jeffrey. And that was his real name. And they had pork chops one day. Barbecue pork chops. And Jeffrey was always, he was strictly about his, he was doing his prayer. He had his prayer rug. He was praying every day. However many times a day he had to pray. He didn't eat certain foods. He didn't, he was about his, his religion. We walking, man, and we turned the corner, and Jeffrey got a barbecue pork chop, man. He got barbecue sauce all over his mouth or whatever. But he's Muslim. He's not supposed to be eating pork. Oh, man. They roughed Jeffrey up that day. He had to face a violation for that. Kenz, I'm a truck driver that listens to you while driving. Legally, we can't watch videos and drive or have them playing. I lie and tell my job that I'm listening to a podcast when the camera alerts them. I appreciate you, man. Be careful. I appreciate all the truck drivers. I appreciate everybody. But see, a lot of times the truck drivers don't get that. They don't get that love that they should get because you order something off Amazon or online, just whatever. Guess what? You want that rush delivery. You want it there the next day or a couple days later, especially with the holidays coming, Christmas, and truck drivers make it happen, man. I think y'all should get double what you all get paid, man. That's my honest opinion, man. That's really my honest opinion. Wolf on wolf. Gambling is bad for your financial health. Gambling is just bad for you, period. Your financial health, your regular health, your... Oh, man, I've told stories about me gambling, man. I've told stories, man, it's a quiet ride home because they don't have casinos in Kentucky. They have, like, slot machines, but they don't have table games. So when I was gambling, I would go to the casino. It's about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes away. And it's so crazy because when you're on your way up to the casino, oh, man, you hype. You got a strategy in your mind, like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my time. And then if this happens, I'm going to do... You know, you have the whole skit in your mind. You're on the phone, you're happy, you're listening to music. It's just such a beautiful... You think that you really about to go up there and win some money. And I have won a lot of money at the casino. But guess what? I probably lost 10 times that amount. And that ride home, man, is so quiet. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to hear from nobody. You like, oh, man, what am I going to do, man? You done lost the rent money. You done lost the car money. You done borrowed money. You done hustled. You done broke the law to get money. Now you got to get this money back if you were in, like, financial crimes like I was. And so that's how I ended up going to prison. I think it was the last time. That's a shame. That's a shame. I got to remember which time. But nevertheless, it happened. And I done hit my bank up. $2,000 or $3,000. Now I got to put this money back, but I convinced myself that I was going to win at the casino so I could come back and pay them back. And oftentimes, it doesn't work out like that. And so the stress that it causes on your body and just your mental, you don't want to be bothered with nobody. You just like, man, those were some dark days for me. Very, very dark days. So if you like to gamble, you know, if you can bet $25, $30 on a game or something like that, and you can keep it reasonable just for fun, something like that, if that's what you choose to do, wouldn't recommend that. But if that's what you choose to do, then do so. But I'd recommend just stay away from it because it's terrible, man. Absolutely, Real Man 1025. Happy birthday, belated birthday, man. The day after mine. Rick Ross. Oh, what's going on, man? Paper Chaser TV says that I'm lying. What am I lying about? Have you ever been jumped in prison? No. I've seen people get jumped in prison, though. I told a story maybe about a year ago. It was a dude. It was two dudes, actually. But at the time, I didn't realize that they were brothers. And he had gotten into it. Okay, this dude was probably about 6'3", maybe 170. He was kind of cut up. Young dude. He gets into it with a big dude in our dorm. Now, the young dude that I just spoke of, he didn't even live in our dorm. But the big dude, the heck was that? Somebody chasing me, man. But the big dude, he lived in our dorm. He was probably like 6'3". He had to have weighed about 250, 260. It's a big dude, man. They got to fighting. When they was fighting, the younger dude, the smaller dude, he was getting the best of the big dude. And so somebody yelled out to the yard like, hey, your brother's fighting. Your brother's fighting. His brother was outside they got a bar that people use. And they do pull-ups, push-ups, and dips on this bar. He runs into the dorm. He don't live in that dorm either. I'm right there. I see this. Big dude's already down on the ground. They start both just stomping him. I'm talking about just stomping his face in, man. And it was a gruesome scene, man. It wasn't a good scene, man. Of course, as to be expected, it was blood everywhere, man. And they stomped dude's teeth in, man. They stomped him, man. Them prison boots. Yeah, I definitely have seen it. I've gotten in plenty of fights in prison, but nah, I ain't never got because I don't put myself in a situation to where, somebody would want to jump me. I ain't never told on nobody. I ain't never violated nobody. See, those type of things happen when you've done something and somebody's really, really trying to get at you. but it's not a good thing. What's up, Elder? Actually, I'm sorry. It's not Elder. Is it Edron? Is that how you pronounce your name? Brooks? What's going on? Is it Edron or Edron? It's one of the two. But nevertheless, where'd you get that polo? Where'd you get that polo you got from, bro? Man, you know what, man? I know a lot of times, and I said I'm going to get better at this. A lot of times on my videos, you all see me, and I got my black jacket on, and, you know, I got my hat, because I'm always at work. So I'm doing my videos from the car a lot of times, and I'm at work. So people's like, man, can you put on something different sometime? Can you? But I got a closet full of this, man. I think almost everything in my closet is polo. I got this from Dillard's. That's where I typically get my clothes at, Dillard's. But I appreciate it, though. But yeah, man, I got all type of polo stuff, man. I got more than just what I wear in my videos. Gambling addiction has the highest suicide rate. You know what? I heard that. I've heard that before. Almost had me a time or two. I can't lie, you know. And people that have been following me and watching me, they know. They know I've told the story. Man, it's just a disgusting feeling, because you work so hard for your money, as we all do. And you work, and I was the type of individual to where when I go to the casino, when I used to go to the casino, I wasn't taking $200 or $300 with me. I got to make this ride 2 or 3 hour, well, hour and a half ride. I got to be taking at least 1,000, and that's on the low end, because, you know, sometimes you have to start off losing, and then you have enough money to kind of come out of the hole. And so I'm taking $1,500, $2,500. Man, listen, there was a time that I was kind of straight, street straight, not really real life straight. I had a $20,000 check from the casino. It was like $20,800. And my partners was wanting to go to the casino that day. And for some reason, you know how the ATM machine, it only allows you to get out so much cash. So at this particular time, I could only get out so much cash. So I'm like, man, I'm going to go up there with you all. So I call. It's like, hey, man, I got a check that you all issued. Would you all cash the check for me? They're like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. Now, this was many, many years ago. So we get to the casino. I go to cash the check. Now, when I go to cash the check, my initial thought process was, okay, it's $20,800. I just want to get $1,000 because I already had some cash. I want to get $1,000, and then you all reissue me another check, $19,800. That's not how it worked. They said, sir, if we cash this check for you, we have to give you the entire amount, $20,800. So I'm like, okay. They give me the whole $20,800. I go to the crap table like I'm Big Willie. I got over 21 G's in my pocket, man. I'm betting crazy, man. I'm just betting reckless. Betting on every number. If you're familiar with the crap table, I'm betting $200 or $300 on every number. The table is cold as ice. I'm losing. It seems like every time I put a bet down, 7 and out, 7 and out, and the money just went so fast. Man, I'm getting irritated. I'm getting agitated. 7 and out, don't pay the line. That's how the dealers talk at the table. As soon as I got down 10 grand, I had these dudes with suits, and they were standing behind me, and they was like, excuse me, come here, Mr. Kenz. They needed to see my ID. I'm already heated. I'm down $10,000. I'm like, what, man? It's like the IRS people. They had to report the fact that I was down $10,000. I give them my ID, go back to the table. Lost half my money that I had. And I ended up winning 4 of it back, but I lost $6,000 that day. And it was, even though I still had plenty of money, it was still just a disgusting feeling, man. I can tell you all some gambling stories that'll probably have you teary-eyed. So when you say that gambling addiction has the highest suicide rate, I didn't know that. I think that I had heard it before. But yeah, I can definitely see how. I'm so glad that I left that lifestyle alone, man. Robert, Randy Moss or Jerry Rice? Randy Moss. I don't take anything from Jerry Rice, but if I had to choose one, I got to rock with Randy Moss, man. Amazing. Both of them, amazing talents. But Randy Moss was faster. He was bigger. He was stronger. He was more athletic. Jerry Rice was more of Jerry Rice kind of he was like the football version of Tim Duncan. Fundamentally sound. Great player. So it's not a knock on him whatsoever. But if I had to choose one, because Randy Moss could score from any point on the field. 99 yards, 100 yards, 95 yards. I'll take Randy Moss, man. I tapped in. You said you don't go to the casinos. My cousin and her best friend are going this weekend, and she trying to kidnap me to go. I just don't gamble in casinos. Nah, man. Nah. Don't go. It's just not, because a lot of times what happens is when you go to the casino and you win the first time, guess what? It's like they allow you to win the first time. And then next thing you know, oh man, I went and won a few $100, and it's just not a good place to be in, man. I wouldn't recommend you going. But if you're not really a gambler, if you just want to go and have a good time and just kind of hang out for entertainment purposes or whatever, and have at it. But I wouldn't gamble. The guy that owned a CrossFit gym me and my wife went to unalived himself because of gambling debt. The members have found him attached to the pull-up bar. Yeah. It's not a joke, man. People gamble, and it's the lifestyle that... The thing about gambling, it's never enough. When is it ever going to be enough? If you get up 50, 60,000, you should walk away, right? But now you're thinking about 100,000. But if you do make it to 100,000, then guess what? And I'm thinking about $250,000. So when is it enough? That's the difficulty in gambling. That's why when you go to casinos, they don't have any clocks. They don't have any windows. They don't have anything like that. They want to take your mind off everything, and they put those chips right there on the table for you to see them, and you're imagining in your mind like, oh, man, just think if I could have all those chips. Got a dude, his wife, she had to have been 8 months pregnant. They at the casino. I used to see this dude all the time at the casino. You could tell that he was barely there. When I say barely there, he would cash in the game with 160, 180 bucks, maybe 250 every once in a while. But once he lost that, he was done. Income tax time came. They got a couple kids together. Like I said, she's at least 7.5, 8 months on the, I say about 7.5, 8 months pregnant. They at the casino. Dude cashes in with $8,000. $8,000 he cashes in. It's no secret. She gave him the income tax money. He's promised her that he could flip that money and everything's going to be everything. Everything's going to be beautiful. They're at the table and it's going, oh my God. He's having the time of his life, the night of his life on the dice. He's up $54,000. That's in addition to the 8 that he started with. So he has $62,000 right there at his fingertips. He could walk out of that casino with $62,000. She's telling him, baby, don't you think that's enough? They're happy. Hold on, baby. I'm hot right now. I'm hot. The table goes cold as it so often does. That 54,000 went down to 50. That 50 went down to 45. That 45 went down to 40. So now in his mind, instead of him thinking and being grateful of the fact that I'm still up $40,000, he's thinking about the fact that he had $54,000. Man, I'm down 14 grand. She's telling him, let's go. He's betting like $1,000 on every point, on every number. So that's a roll. That's $5,000-$6,000 a roll. Table remains cold. Table remains cold. Now that 40,000 is all the way down to 25,000. She's pleading with him. Let's go, baby. Oh my God, please. And it can't be healthy. You know, she's 7.5, 8 months pregnant. He's not ready. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. I gotta get this money back. I gotta get this money back. 25,000 that he's up. Now it's down to like 11 or 12,000. He's all sad faced. Now he's up 3 or 4,000. Now he has to go into the 8,000 that he originally came with. 5,000, 4,000. Money just dwindling. Lost every single dime. They were walking out of the casino. She was punching them, hitting them. Security had to come. They couldn't even really stop her. She's punching. I hate you. I hate you. She's just punching him. And I don't know whatever happened with that couple, but I never seen them again. It's the type of stories, man, that I've witnessed. Up $54,000 for somebody that doesn't have anything. That's a lot of money if you do have something. But for somebody that's struggling financially, you up 54,000. Okay, I can see you want to test. Okay, let me see if I can get to 100. But you got to break your bets down. Here, I'm gonna take his 4 and play with. Here, baby, take his 50 and don't give it back to me. And if you lose that 4, you tested the waters. That's still a lot of money to lose. Okay, I tested waters. I'm walking away. We won $50,000, baby. Lost everything, and it didn't take long whatsoever. What up, Gerald Lee? What's good? I ain't doing too much, man. Just going live, man. Hey, Miss Pat, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna have to get at you on the on around the 21st or the 22nd. That's when the YouTube paydays hit, because you're doing an excellent job. You're doing an excellent job as a moderator. I actually bet on that Cowboys game. I took the 49ers. On Rikers Island, you cannot eat your Frosted Flakes. You can't sit in a chair in the day room. You can't talk when another inmate turns the TV off. You can't walk out the day room when you get your commissary. When you go to commissary, rather. Yeah. I heard, man. I definitely heard, man. Rikers Island, no jail you want to go to, but Rikers, I've heard that's just really, really, not the place to be. But if you're a man, Grapus sounds like the place to be. I don't know what that meant. What's up, Chris? Salute. What's good, bro? Work 17 hours a day, man. I feel you, man. I just now got to you, man. I'm so far behind telling the story, so the comments are lagging. So I definitely appreciate you showing some support. Drink water. See you, bro. I need to go. That's what's up, man. That's definitely what's up. Amsterdam. We got Amsterdam in the house. I need to get to Amsterdam. I need to get to Amsterdam one time. I seen some documentaries and some shows about Amsterdam. I need to get there. Axel, hey, just a random team popping up and to say you're stunning today, tonight, this afternoon, evening. Just trying to do my part in this heck hole. Trying to help people out. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Let me know. Dreams 392. I just watched the video. Yeah, y'all go check it out. Y'all go check the video out. I dropped the video earlier today. You know what I mean? A few hours ago, actually. Y'all go check that video out. I ain't Pat. You ain't playing, are you? Elaine Cox. Why do most men say jail is so horrible, but will turn around and go right back? That's another good question. Think about jail. It is horrible and it's terrible, but it's like anything else. Have you ever tried to stop doing something that you know that's not good for you? Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's just say you smoke cigarettes. And you're like, you know what, man? I know I'm not supposed to be smoking. I know what it's just doing to my body, to my health, my lungs. So you know what? I'm gonna smoke this last pack or these last few cigarettes, and I'm not gonna smoke no more. Same with alcohol. Same with drugs. Same with anything else. When you're out here on the streets, and it's not making excuses, because I've seen plenty of people. Heck, look at Jay Williams. I've seen plenty of people turn their criminal lifestyle into a successful life. So I'm not going to use that as an excuse. It is hard out here if you have a felonies, but it can be done. But I think that impatience, lack of skills, lack of education, sometimes it's lack of support, and sometimes it's just people, they don't want to. We live in a microwave world, and that's what's pushed upon us every day. Things happening overnight, quick, speed. Think about it. Everything that happens is about now, immediately. Somebody needs some money, and they're way in another state or way across town. Guess what? You don't have to go meet them anymore. You cash app them. Cash app them, Venmo, whatever. Boom. Money's there just like that. You want to eat, throw your food in the microwave, So we live in a microwave world. And when you have individuals that's out here on the streets and you see everybody else, nice cars. They got nice, Jordans on, nice clothes, nice. But your job is only paying you $12, $13 an hour. Then you got a second job washing dishes. You're not really making that much money on that. You want the finer things in life, so you take that chance. Again, I'm not condoning that. I'm just simply putting you in the mind frame of a lot of people and what their thought process is. So you take that chance to get them $400 concrete Jordans, which is stupid. I've done it. 3-time loser, man. So I can't knock the next person. Only thing I can do is just get on here and talk to people and tell them my experiences and let them know that it's truly, truly not worth it to do anything that's going to compromise your freedom. Because you find yourself back in jail and you like, oh my God. And every time you go back, it's worse and worse. You're like, why am I here again? Why did I put myself in this scenario, in this situation again? Hopefully that answers your question. You willing to take that risk? Our Cowboys dropped the ball once again. I saw you got a new video, but that's got to wait until work tomorrow. Absolutely. That's why I put it out there. Some people can watch it tonight. Some people can, watch it, listen to it tomorrow, what have you. But it's definitely out there. Y'all go check my video out that I dropped today. Yeah, so you got, Dreams. So you got different levels of felonies. Dreams 392. Class A felony carries 25 years. In Kentucky, a Class A felony carries 25 to life. In New York, a Class B carries 5 to 25. In Kentucky, a Class B carries 10 to 20. A Class C felony in New York carries 3 to 7. In Kentucky, it carries 5 to 10. And then a Class D here, in New York carries 1 to 3 years. In Kentucky, it carries 1 to 5 years. So yeah, you got different levels of felonies, but I would just recommend not getting no felonies whatsoever. Queen of the Dance, WKU Hilltop was in the house. What's good? Pretty sure I told you last time. My daughter, she's a graduate of WKU. She's a Hilltopper. You know what I mean? Don't get on me, Pat. I'm just trying to the recognition for the Commanders this year. My best to Jay Williams. Yeah, he's a Commanders fan, Miss Pat. Miss Pat done got a lot of people out of here. JVTV says, what's up, Miss Pat? I'm not listening. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? David Turner, what's good? Yeah, we got to get these likes up. I was trying to get to 100, but I don't know. Question, what would you do if you're facing 25 years, 25 to life, and the cops are banging at your door? Do you give up or make a run for it? I'm not listening. Ask the question. I'm facing 25 to life and the cops are banging at my door. Do I give up or do I make a run for it? Well, the thing about it is this. Where are you going to run to? I don't know where you could possibly run. If they're banging at your door, because a lot of times when the police come to your house, they have the whole area surrounded. So if they're banging at the front door, they're around the side, the back, the whole perimeter is covered. I was at a hotel delivering not long ago, maybe about a month ago. And this dude, he was, I guess he had a gun. So when the police seen that he had a gun, he tosses the gun and then he runs. Well, they're chasing him. He's on like the 3rd floor of the hotel. It's one of those hotels. It's the Red Roof Inn. So you're not actually walking into a building. You just walk directly up to your hotel door from the outside, walk into your room. He's on the 3rd floor and the cop is chasing him. He has his gun out. Now, the officer really, really could have unalived him or definitely shot him in his back if he wanted to. He jumps over the 3rd floor. He don't like hop over the rail, whatever, and then hang and then just drop. He jumps off the 3rd floor. I'm sitting right there. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So the officer runs down the stairs or whatever. He starts running. The dude is running, but he's hurt. He's trying to get away. He can't take no gun charge right now. You got 2 couples that's standing outside. You got a dude, 2 dudes, and I guess they, the women were their wives or whatnot. The dude is running past. Dude trips him. He falls. Officer, we got him, officer. He gets up. They get to fighting or whatever. He gets away. They ended up catching the dude. I'm quite sure that he broke his leg or he messed his leg up tremendously. The adrenaline probably helped him, but I'm quite sure that he's really, really messed up. So running from the police, to answer your question, even if I could, I wouldn't. And even if I would never say it on YouTube. It's never good to run. Just go ahead and face the music, face whatever you got to deal with or whatever, because they're going to catch you. $50 more likes, y'all. Actually, 31 more likes, but I take 50 more likes. Yeah, I know, man. I know. See, the chat is slow because I'm telling stories, so, But we almost done. Miss Pat is in the building. Look at your skin. Ireland once again. Belfast, Ireland. I love looking on here, seeing where everybody's from. Like, that really, really intrigues me. No lies, Jerry Jones, the general manager, is a genius. He rarely misses on being able to locate talent. Jerry, the owner, don't want to pay nobody, though. I don't think he's a genius. I don't think he's a genius at all, because he does pay people. That's what he's been guilty. A lot of people feel as though he's been guilty of paying too much to people. I definitely don't think he's a genius. Well, he's a genius in what he does. He's a multi-billionaire. He owns the Dallas Cowboys. So, yeah, he's a genius. But as far as, talent, had a chance to get Derrick Henry and didn't even go get him. Ain't no more playing GA. What's up, Jesse? Ain't no more playing GA. Who was it? It was by ain't what his dude's name, man. I used to listen Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy, man. Starting a business made me appreciate truck drivers even more. They move the economy. They do. They definitely move the economy. If it's not for truck drivers, just think about it. How are you going to get your product and you know the things that, how are you going to get it from one location to the next if it's not for the truck drivers? I heard some crazy news about a YouTuber called Goose Wayne. What'd you hear? 30 more likes, y'all. That's all I need. 30 more likes. Don't feel bad. All I wear is my work uniform. Yeah, I mean, you know, like, I literally work 6 days a week. I was working like 7 days a week. But I literally work 6 days a week. And so when I make these videos, just like I'm in the car, I'm like, this is what I have on. Every once in a while, I'll put, I have like a hoodie or something like that. Like I got little stuff in the car with me that I can throw on from time to time. But I don't always do it. Like for instance, I almost burned this. But I can't burn it because my daughter got it for me. She's gotten me all type of Dallas Cowboy gear. But stuff like this, you know, I keep it in the car with me if I want to throw something on or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, I'm just like, you know what? Forget it. I just cover up the little Papa John's logo, put my little jacket on, man, and that's just what it is, man. And sometimes it's too hot, and I leave the Papa John's logo out. Y'all hit that like button for me. It takes 2 seconds. 25 to life in them county blues, getting battered and bruised by the you know who. I got no Slim Bo. I got no luck gambling. I'm done with that. Hey, it's the best decision that you can make in your life to be done. It is the best decision. And I see you too, JVTV. I lost 5 or 6 grand multiple times at the casino. A sickening feeling, man. It is. Because you're affecting other people just as well. It's not like, okay, you lose 5 or 6 grand, 10 grand or whatever. And, okay, I'm the only one that's affected by this. Other people are affected by it because your attitude, and I'm not speaking to you per se, I'm just saying for me, my attitude is just, I'm not mean. In a sense, I guess I am. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not cussing you out or anything like that. But it's like, I don't want to be bothered. No, I don't want to go to this party together. No, I don't want to go over here. I don't want to. I'm trying to figure out how I can get this money back that I lost. So yeah, Slim Bo, leave it alone, man. Nobody has no luck gambling. Anybody that tells you, oh man, I be killing them on the dice table, I be killing them on the blackjack table, they're not being truthful. They're not. The casino's always gonna win. Always, always, always gonna win. That's why they're there. Yep. Exactly, JV. You gamble, the more that you win, the more that you want. The more that you win. And you know what, man? I never knew that, JV. And I appreciate you sharing that with us, because a lot of people wouldn't even, put that out there. Like, it'll literally take everything from you, man. You'll ruin your whole credit. You're going to get loans, and I mean cash advances I done had, and man, I done had, oh my God, I have credit cards at $15,000, $20,000 limits. I done went and got cash advances and just dumb stuff. But you live and you hopefully learn. Kenz is gonna have to get a membership eventually. I was thinking about it. Somebody brought that to my attention, but I don't really know about charging people. It's not really but I have thought about getting a membership. I don't know. Maybe you can talk me into it. Walk me through it. Or I'm going to call Dante. Dante knows all about it. I think he got a couple memberships. Shout out to Dante from the Dante Show Network. California. What's up, Steve-O? My dog, Steve-O. California's in the building. It's good to see you, man. It's definitely good to see you. I'm sorry about these late comments, you all. I've just been telling stories. Tucker Fisher, prison story tonight. I got a story that I dropped earlier. It's a prison story. Go to my channel. I just dropped it. I don't even remember how long or what the video is called, but just understand that it's the last video that I just dropped, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours ago. So go check it out. It's a nice prison story, man. I'm a college student. Didn't mean to be disrespectful. Must be some stuff going on that I haven't caught up with on the line. Miss Pat don't play no games, man. You know what I mean? You are a successful person. I told you all that there's some individual, and he's asked me to come out to Seattle to talk to some kids some point in November or December. And I'm waiting on him to get back with me with the itinerary as far as, the actual date and location and, just the details. And I think that I'm going to go, because you never know when you tell your story to somebody else. You never know whose life is going to change and affect. So I'm going to go out to Seattle and talk to the kids, man, and tell them real Ken's story. And hopefully that'll keep them on the right track in life. Because you have to hear from individuals. Like, I went to the little Scared Straight program at Eddyville when Fleece Johnson, I would say Fleece Johnson was there at the time, in the 80s. Actually, it was the early 90s. But it didn't really, I looked at it and I said, I never want to go to prison. But yet, it never really stopped me from going to prison. East St. Louis is in the building. Was good. I appreciate you. Michael Philpott. What's up, Mike Philpott? I ain't seen you in a while. You don't know nothing about that Pastor Troy. You know what? That Pastor Troy, man, I didn't like Pastor Troy back in the day. And let me tell you why. Because he went at No Limit. See, I thought I was a No Limit soldier back in the day, man. And anybody had something bad to say about Master P, I just didn't fool with him whatsoever. I didn't like Cash Money Records. I mean, I kind of liked them, but I didn't really like them like that. I was just strictly a No Limit soldier. So when you looked in you remember back in the day when you had the CDs, play CDs in your car. So when you looked at my little thing that had the CDs in there or whatever, it was all No Limit. But yeah, y'all definitely go to my channel and check that story out that I dropped earlier today. ATL Trucker checking in. What's good, bro? I appreciate you. Jesse Ray. Speaking of Master P, why do you never hear his name brought up in any sort of scandals? See, the thing about Master P that I've been able to gather is he don't really do the Hollywood, man. P, if you notice, y'all hit that like button for me. I need 29 more likes. If you notice that Master P, he's with the same clique that he was always with. I can tell you a story about Master P came to Lexington a couple times before he really blew up, when he was selling the tapes out of his trunk. You see him in the hood playing basketball, shooting dice. Later on, he performs at the club. And a lot of those same individuals that he was with way back then, like in the early 90s when he first got started, those are the same people that he still rocks with now. You was never gonna see Master P at a Diddy party or hanging out with Jay-Z, or even 50 Cent said. He said, man, when I was on tour with P, P never went to the clubs. He never partied. If he went to the clubs, it was about some business. He showed up, did a performance, did a walkthrough, grabbed his money and left. Came, picked up his money and left. So I think that's why you never really see P's name mentioned with these individuals. You know, he's out, from what I can gather, he's out helping the kids and the elderly people and really trying to make a difference in the community. A lot of times when there's a tragedy, Hurricane Katrina, when you see things like that, okay, you may have somebody that has a lot of money, that has, you know, celebrity status or what have you. They'll send money. Now you see P out there unloading trucks, giving people waters, giving people food, just really actually in the community, touching the people, talking to the people, taking pictures, hugging the people, letting them know that it's okay. So I think that's why a lot of times he's so well respected. That's just my opinion. Got other guys, they may send a check, and that's good. That's good. But Jay-Z, you can't touch Jay-Z. When do you ever see Jay-Z? Never seen. I'm not knocking Jay-Z, but I'm just simply saying, when do you see him? You see, P is amongst the people. What's good, Martin? Martin Jones. It's just taking me a while because Miss Pat has gotten so much foolishness and dirt and trash off of here. You see what I'm saying? I'm having to cipher through the messages because he's a good, humble dude. Yeah, P seems like he's a good dude. You know, he seems like he's a good dude. Now, you have artists that I'm not very happy with P right now, that he had, you know, signed way back in the day, say that he owes some money. And I employed P to do the right thing and pay them people that money. Now, that's the one thing that I don't agree with P. Because I've heard him say stuff like, oh, man, it was 25 years ago. These people ain't moved on. It doesn't matter if it was 125 years ago. If you owe, pay what you owe. Make it right, like Birdman did. Birdman made it right. Paid all the people that he owed, and he made it right, man. Take the people on tour with you. A No Limit concert still sells out. Miss Pat, I'm sure you know they're in Houston all the time. His son goes to Houston, University of Houston, so he's always throwing shows, concerts. Soulful G247. Love your stories. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Go check out my story that I dropped earlier today, a few hours ago. It's on my channel, man. Good prison story, man. Yo, Seabass, is that Seabass? I'm obsessed with polo too, my dog. Yeah, I love polo. It's just my thing. It's, you know, I've been rocking the polo for years now. But yeah, most of the time I go to Dillard's. Every once in a while I shop online or whatever, but most of the time it's Dillard's. Too bad about C Murder, innocent man doing life. Yeah. And I don't think C Murder's gonna get out, man. You know, for a minute it looked like he might have an opportunity, he might have some hope. But Kim Kardashian was on the case. I think she done backed up off of the case. But I think that there's still some hope, though, because I understand what P is doing. P is trying to rub elbows with the right people in New Orleans. You know, with the right people that can really, really, hey, man, my brother, he's been in for 20-something years, man. I think that that's the approach that P is taking. So a lot of times people are saying, oh, man, P don't even shout out his brother. He does shout him out. I hear him all the time. But I think that he's trying to get next to the right people, because that's what it's going to take in order to get him out. You know, you got individuals down there like Mystical. Mystical's going to have a hard time getting out, beating that case. Mystical's probably going to get a life sentence. Unless they come at him with a plea deal, Mystical's probably going to end up with a life sentence, man. It's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. Money Train 402. Real Ken, salute, man. I'm in the building. Sabrina, I love your channel. Thank you. I appreciate you watching. I definitely appreciate you watching. His son don't fool with him. You talking about Romeo? Little Romeo don't fool with him, but he has two younger sons. One goes, he's a freshman at the University of Houston. Then he has another son. I think he's a junior. He's in Utah somewhere. He started off at Tennessee State. Then I think he went to Xavier. That didn't work out. Then he went to Louisville. The last couple of years he played at Louisville. Now he's in a smaller school in Utah somewhere. They fool with him, but Romeo, I don't think him and little Romeo, get along. Yeah, see, murder, man, it's just the life that he chose. Like, I'm not gonna say that he put himself there, but he just, the situations that P was trying to tell him, like, listen, man, you gotta stay out of the hood. You can't be having an apartment in the hood. You can't be going to these small rinky-dink clubs collecting 5 and 10,000. You're a multi-millionaire, a multi-platinum artist. You have to remove yourself. But at the same time, it's just like the Lil Durk situation. You come from nothing. You come from the slums, absolutely nothing. You make it. Well, when you make it out, you can only take so many people with you. You want to take your whole hood, your whole neighborhood with you, but you can't. So you move to the hills. You $5-10 million mansion. But all of your people are still in the hood, in the projects, where you grew up, where you genuinely have love for everybody, for the most part. So you may have a few of your partners living with you. I'm talking about like when you're at a young age. You got 6 of your partners living in a mansion with you. But you still find yourself going back to the hood because that's where you feel most comfortable at. The average person is going to look at that and be like, that's crazy. Why would you want to go back to, because that's home to you. A lot of people don't know how to separate the street life from corporate life. Now, the reason I say corporate life, meaning because if you're a brand, Lil Durk is a brand. Corporate, sponsorships. He's getting money. But you still have one foot in because you're participating, you're partaking in the street life. So even though you may not have done it, you're supplying the means to have it done, which is aiding and abetting, which is the same thing as actually doing it. So, it's an unfortunate situation that a lot of these rappers go through. They don't want to, transition over. I don't know if it's that they don't want to, but I know that they have a difficult time transitioning over. But you have to, or you're going to find yourself, man, them feds, man, they swooping up everybody. Just look around. Miss Pat says, according to Lil Romeo, he says his dad is not looking out for his brother. He says he helps his uncle out. I've heard that about P. But, P got like 9 kids. I did hear him say that my siblings are broke. But, the 2 that I'm speaking about, they got NIL deals. They're already millionaires, playing basketball. So they get their own money. But I have heard that P is kind of greedy with the money. I don't know, but that's what I've heard. Real man 1025, real Kenz. Real talk. You got to leave the hood. Come through every now and again. Yeah, you do. You look at rappers, Jim Jones, and every time you look up, he's doing videos in New York, and he's in the hood. He's literally in the hood because I guess that's where he feels most comfortable at. Yeah, I can go to my big mansion and then do what? Now, I'm not endorsing what he does. I'm not condoning that because you have to be careful when you do that. You're a target. Yeah, you Jim Jones, but you walking around with all these hundreds of thousands of, dollars, if not millions, and jewelry on. People see that. Now, you got people around you. You got goons around you, but still, man, that's a dangerous game. But at the same time, I do get it. I understand. Brittany Holbert, how you doing? First time to the show. Yeah, look at Tupac. Tupac and Biggie should still be alive, man, to this day. Totally unnecessary. You get caught up in a character. Tupac, in my opinion, once he did the movie Juice, it was all downhill. Somebody sent me a Cash App. Whoever did it, I appreciate it. I can't see the name. My Cash App is $ Kenz, Kenz 1000. $Kenz, Kenz 1000. Just got a notification, but I can't see who sent it. But I definitely appreciate whoever did send it. But when Tupac did Juice, they said that he developed a character in which he really thought he was Bishop in real life. And then a couple years later, he goes on to sign with Suge Knight and Death Row Records. And we see how that ended. Such a tragedy, man. Such a tragedy. Don't make excuses for him, Kenz. He should do better. Family first. Who are you referring to? Like, who am I making excuses for? Because I was just talking about P, then I was talking about Tupac. And I guess you're talking about Master P. No, I'm not making excuses for him. His son shouldn't be broke. None of them. None of his family should be broke. As far as his immediate family, I'm definitely not making excuses for him. P owes these people this money. There's a dude that helped him start. Well, P started No Limit Records, but there's a guy that really helped. Man, I cannot think of his name, but he was on the documentary, the No Limit documentary, and he talked about how when he was helping No Limit get off the ground, he got an American Express credit card in his name because P didn't have any credit or whatever, like $400,000. P ran it all the way up. Either it was $200,000 and he ended up owing $400,000, but I just remember it was $400,000. P never paid him. He said, to this day, Master P has never paid me my money back for this credit card. You got other individuals that saying, hey man, P owed me this money and he never paid me. I did this project, I did that project, he's never paid me. And when you ask P about that, guess what he says? Oh man, y'all still worried about that, man? Once y'all get y'all some money, I got out and I did it, so you can do the same thing. That's the part that I don't agree with. So I'm definitely not making excuses for him. I know that he was very generous at one point and he was helping a lot of people, but I just don't think P's money is, I don't never want to try to count the next man's money. He got way more money than me. But I don't think his money is really like that. Like, I think that he's really had to just kind of take a step back. And I think that there was the problem that him and Romeo really, really had, because Romeo was saying, look, Pops, while you was going through all of this that you was going through, I was holding the family down. So you're going to try to tell me to how to spend my money? Because they were putting the money all in one pot. Whatever you make, whatever I make, it goes in one pot. Well, when Romeo want to go out to the club in Miami and he's hanging out with Birdman and he's hanging out with Lil Wayne and he's popping bottles and he done spent 10 grand in the club, P's like, hey, son, no, man, that's not what we do. We don't do that. Well, Romeo feels like, but if I want to go out and have some fun every once in a while, that's my money. You see what I'm saying? I'm the one that's really bringing in the money. I'm sure you bringing in money too, but I'm the one that's really, really bringing in the money, and I have to ask you, essentially, how to spend my money. And the two of them ended up getting into it, and then the rap snacks, and P was saying that Romeo was never supposed to get paid for rap snacks, and you're the only reason that you even on rap snacks is because of me, because my partner James Lindsay didn't even want to put you on, and it was just so much going back and forth. So Romeo said, you know what? He left the situation, and it's sad because I think Romeo got like 3 kids, and if him and his dad is not really speaking like that, you're not a part of your grandkids' life. That's sad, man. That's sad. But there's no more questions, no more comments. I think I'm gonna go on and bounce, ounce. I think I'm gonna get on out of here. You know what I mean? I've been on here a couple hours. Y'all definitely be sure to go to my channel and check out the video that I posted earlier today. And that's a shame. I don't even remember the title. But it's a thriller. It's a thriller in Manila. It's a story that's going to captivate it. It's about 5 young people that think that they can just go in and rob somebody and it's just going to be all good. It's just going to be sweet. And little did they realize, that's all I'm going to say. Little did they realize it wasn't going to be that way. I definitely appreciate everybody chiming in, tuning in. Appreciate you, Miss Pat. Definitely you saved the night for real. You definitely saved the night because it was troll city tonight. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. You know how to get at me. Just shout out to everybody. JVTV, Nate G219. Y'all go check his prison channel out. He's out of Indiana. Got some good content. You got your bigger channel, Trap Talk Blue. He's out of Detroit, Michigan. Y'all go check him out. He's raw. He's definitely raw. You know, he don't necessarily just speak on prison. He just talks about everything that's going on. Just everything that's going on. Y'all go check him out, man. Dante from the Dante Show Network. He's a huge channel, so I'm sure that you all are already familiar with him. Jay Williams, Let's Live Life. Salute. Congratulations. You're home. You made it. You did it. You're back with your family, man. That's a beautiful thing. Shout out to the boy Jay Williams. I'm sure we'll be talking real soon. Just shout out to everybody that, supports the channel too, man. It's a process. It's definitely a process. Sometimes I don't necessarily get frustrated with my numbers. I just understand that if I just keep putting in the work, if I just keep grinding, if I just keep uploading and putting the videos out there, I'm going to get my big break. I'm going to get my video that, 5, 6, 700,000, a million or whatever. But it takes time, man. So I constantly have to remind myself of that. And not to mention, I enjoy doing what I do. So it's not really about money. It's not really about, views. It's just that I enjoy doing what I do. But the interaction really, really helps get the video out there. So that's why it's important that you all like, comment, subscribe, share, because YouTube looks at all of that and they say, okay, he's getting all this interaction with all of these, different viewers. We put it in front of 25,000. Let's put it in front of another 25,000 and see how it does. And if you're getting the same interaction and the same responses, let's put it in front of 50,000 this time. And you do that. And let's put it in front of 100,000. That's why you see those huge channels. You see those videos that have astronomical numbers. I feel as though, and I'm humbly speaking, if you put my video in front of 1 million people, I will probably get 40, 50, 60,000 subscribers. But I got to work my way to that. So until then, we grinding from the bottom all the way to the top, baby. Real Kenz TV, man.